town. Please give it up for Shawn Pearlman.
All right, thank you guys so much. Thanks so much, guys. Let me start you off with a question to the audience. I'm going to pose a question. Do you guys know someone who's born under a lucky star? Like, nothing bad ever happens in their life, and they're just perfect at every little thing that they do? If you guys don't know someone like that, you do now, motherfuckers. Yeah, that's right. What's up? I'm kidding, everybody. I hate myself just like the rest of us, so enjoy the show. It doesn't, it takes a lot of courage just to get up here, ladies and gentlemen, and I think it would be terrifying doing stand-up on acid, because I'm terrified right now, and I'm on fucking acid, everybody, so, but really, you guys are a fantastic statue garden, and I mean that. I don't say that to every statue garden, from the bottom of my heart. I bought way too much cocaine the other day. Looks like my eyes were bigger than my nose, everybody, which is weird because I'm Asian and Jewish. I am Asian, everybody, which is why my head looks like this. And it also means that I have an Asian mom. And no, in answer to your question, no, I don't do impersonations of her, you guys, because I'm not one of those comedians. And by that, I mean a successful one. That's right. But, true to stereotype, my mom actually does mix up her L's and her R's. It doesn't really affect her, except when it comes to putting in her headphones. That joke belongs on a popsicle stick. A racist popsicle stick. Throwing rice is a tradition at a wedding unless it's an Asian couple, and then it's a hate crime. George Clooney's a good-looking man. I think we can all agree on that. George Clooney's such a good-looking man that even my dad admits that. And he's usually into Asian guys. Which is why I'm half Asian. That doesn't make sense. You're right. Good call. I'm also Jewish, as I mentioned. Sorry, ladies. And I don't know if you guys know this, but the Hebrew word shalom means both hello and goodbye to an anti-Semite. There's also a weird rule in the Jewish law that says that if you have a tattoo, it's considered a desecration of your body, and you can't be buried in a Jewish cemetery. Have you guys heard this? Yeah, well, I don't know if that's such a good rule, Jews, because I got a grandfather, and he's a Holocaust survivor, and he's got a tattoo, everybody. It's a butterfly on his lower back. So the guy went through a slutty phase. I mean, give him a break. He's a survivor, am I right? I live with a roommate right now, and we often get in these really stupid arguments all the time. I remember the other day, he was like, man, I don't think it'd be that bad going to prison. I mean, you got free food, free clothing, free shelter. And I'm like, yeah, I think you're overlooking the sodomy. And he's like, right, free sodomy. Clearly gay, that guy. Another friend of mine was saying, I wish I were born in the 60s. Why is it, everybody, that when someone wishes that they were born in a different era, it's always in the past, never in the future? Well, not never. I mean, there's one exception to that rule, and that's people born prematurely. Then it's like, oh man, I wish I were born in the future, but just like 2 months. Then I wouldn't have to take all these pills. Don't feel sorry for that guy. He ran over 2 kids at some point in his life. Not real. He's not real, okay, guys? He's I just saw this computer-generated image of this kid who was abducted 17 years ago and what he would look like today, and it was just a skeleton, everybody. Oh. I know! Why would they do that? That's like a joke, you know what I mean? It's weird. It's really weird. But, I mean, I don't want to picture it, but I know my parents have had sex at least 2 times because my sister and I have watched them have sex at least 2 times. It's our fault we didn't see the sock on the door. And that's actually kind of embarrassing to say because my parents are actually here tonight, everybody. Yeah, you can clap for that if you guys want to. My parents. You hear that, Mom and Dad? They love you guys. I'm just kidding, everyone. I'm an atheist. But do you guys think it's weird that I slept with my 3rd cousin? I mean, that's 3 cousins. Like, family reunions are starting to get a little awkward, but blood's thicker than water, and I like them thick. You know what I'm saying? I've got this neighbor, and he's one of these guys that has to tell everybody in town about his sexual history because he's required to by law. There's all these scandals nowadays about teachers having sex with their students, and I'm thinking to myself, why wasn't this kind of thing going on when I was a teacher? You know what I mean? But if there was a kid in court whose lawyer asked him to point to the part of the dummy where the man touched him, and he reached out and he pointed to that dummy's heart, that would be adorable. So cute, guys. So cute. I'd turn to that courtroom artist and be like, please tell me you got that. I just got this thing that allows me to listen to police radio. It's called a police car. And they've been talking about me all morning on that thing. They won't shut up about me, guys. But if you want to speed up an invention, add electricity. Like the electric pencil sharpener, the electric can opener, or even the electric chair. Before electricity, they would have to strap a guy down to a regular chair and wait a really long time. All right. My cousin is a paraplegic. Thank you, everybody. And the doctor said he would never be able to walk again. But just last week, the doctors called us up and said, great news. Through the miracle of modern technology, we have actually developed a way to get your cousin out of his wheelchair. And I was like, fantastic, how? And they were like, Photoshop. They can also put his face on Mount Rushmore, so that's cool, right? No, thank you guys so much, you've been great.